Hi, it's Willa, and I'm really grateful. I've gotten some positive feedback about these videos, so I'm going to keep going with them. And but I wanted to say that I feel super humble because, like, I'm, I feel way better than I did in the past. But I'm by no means, enlightened. So I just wanted to say with like humility, I want to keep sharing the things that I've learned, just knowing that it's a journey, right? So today I do want to talk about meditation, and I want to talk about why it would be a really helpful thing to start doing at this time while we're all staying home and staying safe during COVID-19. So, being a human, we have a lot of pain. Being a human includes a lot of pain, and that's just, people will say like, oh, in Buddhism they say, life is suffering, and that's so negative. Well, that it is true that life contains suffering, and there is no way out of that. But Buddhism also gives good news that there are ways to mitigate that pain. And the main way is through meditation. But meditation is something that people really misunderstand, and including myself. So a little background, my parents they got kind of into meditation in the 70s, and they took us to like a transcendental meditation center, and I got a mantra when I was like 8 years old or something. And I do remember using it, but I had no idea why or what it was for. And then when I got into college, and we didn't call it anxiety disorder back then. We didn't really know what it was, but I would have very extreme anxiety, and I don't, a lot of this stuff I don't know where or how, but I stumbled upon some cassette tapes that had like, you could call them guided meditations or guided imagery, and those helped me a lot. So in a sense, I've been meditating since I was a kid, except for also not, because back then I thought meditation was supposed to make you feel relaxed or blissed out, or like get in contact with the heavens, or like have an out of body experience, and maybe I had some of those experiences of just being like very relaxed, or having a spiritual experience of feeling like connected, but that's actually not the main point of meditation or the real reason we meditate. I learned later, when I started getting Buddhist and meditation training at the Shambhala Meditation Center in Portland. So what I learned there, and not right away, it took me a while to actually figure out why the hell I was meditating. So what I learned was, life is really painful, and we all have these ways of trying to run away from the pain. Our instincts are, if that hurts, push it away, right? If that feels bad or makes me feel bad about myself, or scared or out of control, run away, push it away, get rid of it. And we do that in a variety of ways. We do it by sleeping too much, eating too much, drinking too much, smoking too much, watching TV, gambling, sex addiction, even like just when something is stressful, just screaming and yelling so that everyone gets away from you and you have some space. Like there's just so many unskilled ways of dealing with pain and fear of being a human being. And I really like when I learned the word unskilled, because it's not about judging other people. Everybody's actually just trying to do the same thing. And if, you've got this way of doing it that others think is really bad, but you've got this other way of doing it. It's like, it's just not a place for judgment. It's really about skills. It's about learning a new skill. So if you can take that self-judgment and judgment of others out of it, you're going to suffer a lot less, because you're already suffering, and then you put that self-judgment on top of it. It's just this extra layer of pain, and it's just useless. So the idea is that in meditation, well, there's a couple different things about meditation, but I'm going to talk about this one on this session. is you're not running away. You're not going to run away from the really scary, painful thoughts about being a human being, about being alive. Pema Chodron, I've mentioned her before. She's who I call my root teacher. She talks about leaning into the sharp points. And I was like, what in the world is she even talking about? But how I've interpreted it, I won't say it's what she means, but what it's come to mean to me is instead of pushing away the scary, hard things and running away through these different unskillful things that we do, is we lean into the scary, painful things. And when we do, we find out that they won't kill us, that we can actually handle it. And we can be brave, and we can be regulated, and we can face the truth that life isn't supposed to just be fun or joyful or peaceful. I guess you could say it's supposed to, but most of us are not skilled enough to have life be like that all of the time. So through meditation, if you set your timer and you're going to sit on that cushion for 10 minutes, I guarantee those scary, painful thoughts are going to come up for you, but you're not going to run away. You're going to stay on that cushion. You're not going to get up and run for the chocolate cake or the reality TV. You're going to stay, and you're going to become more brave, and you're going to become stronger, and you're going to get to know yourself really well. What are the things that I am afraid of? And what are the thoughts around that? And that is a training of the brain when you make yourself just stay. Just stay. Don't run away. Feel it. Get to know it. And see if through the staying and the getting to know it, the intensity lessens a bit. So I'm going to say more about that. I don't like my videos to be much more than 7 minutes at a time, so I will say more. But for now, think about, what do you do to avoid your pain and your fear? What are some of your habits? Don't judge yourself for it. Be gentle with yourself, but just be super curious. Be like, what do I do? And we're going to try a little meditation in the next couple of sessions where you can just sit and not run away, and maybe just start to find out that pain and that fear in your life, it's not going to kill you. All right. Thank you. See you soon.